Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sew this bucket hat. This is a fantastic project for beginners, but also if you guys are more experienced, so it's kind of like me. This is a really fun project to do. It's quick, it's simple, and it's just something that you can whip up if you just fancy sewing anything. It took me maybe about an hour and a half, including cutting out my pattern pieces and interfacing them. So it definitely is a quick sewing project that is fun. I do want to say before we get into the video, if you are new around here, welcome, and also please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. We have just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. My 1,000 subscriber video will be coming soon, I promise you guys. I'm just still going through my stash to see what fabric I'm going to be putting in the video to give away, because I do want there to be 2 winners, maybe 3, so that will be coming very soon. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also comment down below videos that you guys want to see. I do have a lot of videos planned and a lot of makes that I'm currently filming as we speak. Like, you know, on and off, because I have got a few projects on the go. But if you guys want to see anything specific, please let me know down below and I will get that filmed for you, because the more you guys let me know what you want to see, the easier it is for me, and also the more beneficial to you guys that my videos will be as well. So please be sure to do that if you have any things you guys want to see specifically. Also be sure to follow me down below on Instagram, that is always linked in the description box. And if you guys want to, you can also join my free Facebook community group, which is called Support and Promote Your Sewing. And in there you can promote your sewing and also support everyone else's sewing in that group. It's an amazing community that is growing every day, and it's such a supportive and loving Facebook group, and it's really inspiring as well. So if you guys do want to join that, please be sure to click the link in the description box. It is all there, as well as my Instagram page. The denim I actually used to create it was actually from old Levi's jeans. So this is a upcycled bucket hat, which is fantastic because it's really sustainable, and we are taking old garments and creating them into new. You guys of course don't have to use old garments to create this. The only thing I didn't show you guys in the video was me actually cutting the fabric and interfacing it, and that is because it's literally 3 pattern pieces, so it wasn't that much to film, and it was really quick, and I just didn't really think you guys want to see me cut the pattern pieces, because we all know how to cut fabric. Also the pattern pieces themselves got clear instructions on how to cut them on the fold and things like that, so it's definitely not difficult to do. But I show you guys every single step you need to do to create this bucket hat, and again it is a very simple make and very easy as well, which is fantastic. So I really do hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and again, if you do create this bucket hat using this video and the pattern below, please be sure to tag them on Instagram. I would absolutely love to see. And let's just get on with the video. So I've got all of my pattern pieces cut out. So it is the brim you need to cut out twice on the fold. The band twice on the fold, the brim also twice on the fold, and then also you need to cut the top once on the fold, and then repeat the exact same for the lining. I've also interfaced my brim and band pieces, because when I made a mock-up of this yesterday it was quite flimsy, so I've used a heavyweight interfacing on this denim, so that will make this hat much more stiff and just much better in my opinion. That's just the way I prefer it. So then what you're going to want to do is, first I'm going to take my band pieces, place them right sides together, and then stitch each side here, just the shorter sides, using a 1 centimeter seam allowance, and then repeat that with the brim, and then also press the seams open. So that's what I'm going to do first, and then I'll show you guys what to do from there. So then once you have sewn up your main fabric and pressed the seams open, the way I just shown you guys, you're going to take your lining fabrics for the brim and the band and do the exact same step. Don't touch the lining or the main fabric for the top just yet. Just be sure to do the lining for the band and the brim. So once you have all of your brim pieces and your band pieces stitched together, including the lining, what you're going to do is take your brim piece and take your brim lining and start and pin the brim lining to the brim piece on the main fabric, right sides together. So as you can see, the brim is the wrong side out. I can see the seam this side, and then the lining is also the wrong side out, so they are both right sides together on the inside. First, start by matching up the seams and then pin it all the way around, and then sew the bottom edge of the brim using a 1 centimeter seam allowance. So I'm going to pin it and then I'll show you guys how to sew it. So remember to pin the brim and the lining right sides together with the lining on the inside of it. Okay, so now once that's all pinned, you're going to want to stitch along the bottom edge. So really I probably should have pinned the bottom, but yeah, so pin it all together and then stitch along the bottom edge, and the bottom edge is of course the widest of the brim. So stitch that using the centimeter seam allowance, and then what I'm going to do is trim it and also clip into it, and then we'll come back and I'll show you guys the next step. So once that is stitched and you have trimmed off the excess seam allowance just to reduce bulk, I'm just going to turn this the right way out. So turn it the right way out. So what you want to do then is, once it's all turned out, using your hand and just what I'm going to do using my middle finger and my forefinger is kind of like roll the seam towards the inside like this, so the lining goes over and you'll be able to feel the seam go over. So there's the lining, and what you're going to do is take your thumb and your index finger and roll that over like that, so it rolls over, and then just finger press like that. And then once you've done that all the way around, I'm just going to take it to the iron and press it down properly, and then I'm going to add a row of top stitching around here just on the edge, just to ensure that the lining stays down and it doesn't poke through, and also that then you know the seam allowance is all stitched down. But I'm just going to go around with my thumb and my index finger first and just kind of finger press that under, just because that will just help when it comes to pressing itself. Instead of going straight to the iron. You could, but this is just easier for me, so I'm just going to do it like this and then I will press it after. But again, just using your fingers, roll it under just to make sure that it's under, and you can feel the seam allowance going under as well. And now once that's done, I'm going to take it to the iron and press it down properly. Now that is all pressed, and as you can see, it just really keeps the lining up and away from the brim. I'm just going to take this to my sewing machine and top stitch the edge just to make sure that the lining does stay there. So far with the brim, we've done the lining and the main fabric together. But now we're going to start doing them separately. So what you're going to do is take your top piece. I personally haven't interfaced mine, but you can if you want to. Take your top piece as well as your band piece. Again, this isn't got any lining attached. And what you're going to do is just you're going to start to pin these right sides together. So what I'm going to do is to start by pinning one side. So take your top piece again and your band and start to pin them right sides together all around like this. And now if you have interface like me, it might feel a bit more difficult, but it is definitely doable. So just take your time and pin them together. And then once you have, come back and I will show you guys what to do next. Okay, so now I have the hat all pinned as best I can. what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stitch that using a 1 centimeter seam allowance. I'm going to go quite slow and be careful because obviously I want to get it right. So yeah, just stitch it again using a centimeter seam allowance like we've been using throughout the entire hat. So now that's stitched, I'm just going to trim the seam allowance once again, because again it will reduce bulk in the seam itself when we take it, when we turn it inside out. So just now, so what we've just done with this, by stitching the right sides together of just the band and the top, you're going to repeat those exact same steps with the band lining and the top lining. And then once we've done that, I will show you guys what to do next. So I'm just going to do this bit off camera because it's the exact same steps as that, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so now we have the top lining and the top part all stitched up separately. What you're going to do is take your top lining and turn it the right side out, so as you can see, you can't see any raw edges or anything. And then take your brim like this, right way out, and then take your top lining again, right sides out, and insert it into your brim and stitch the top lining to the top brim lining on the inside, right sides together. So insert your top lining into the brim like this, right sides together, so make sure the top lining is turned out the right way, and then pin that all the way around, raw edge to raw edge. And then once that's done, come back and I will come back and I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so now I have the top lining all pinned on the inside of the brim to the brim lining, right sides together. So I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine and stitch this together using a centimeter seam allowance. Okay, so as you guys can see, we almost have a completed bucket hat. So what I'm going to do next is take the top, which we sewed earlier. I'm going to turn this right side out, and then I'll show you what to do once you've done that. So once the top part of your hat is turned right side out, you're going to want to take it like this, and you're going to want to fold up 1 centimeter all around the raw edge. And then once you've folded up 1 centimeter all around the raw edge and pressed, you're going to place it on top of this and then stitch it on, just top stitch it on. So that's what I'm going to do next. Again, just fold the raw edge up 1 centimeter and then place it on top of the hat and top stitch it all around, so then it's on, and then you'll have a completed bucket hat. So I have top stitched the hat on like I just told you guys to do, and now I'm going to push this the right way out. I'm so glad I interfaced it all, because like I said yesterday when I actually trialed this, I didn't interface whatsoever and it was so floppy, so I knew I had to this time. So I'm just pushing the seams out a bit more. So this is kind of like my first proper bucket hat, and I am really happy with that. So this is the completed hat. If you guys didn't know, this is actually made out of old jeans. So a few months ago I actually bought 25 kilograms of Levi's like surplus jeans off of eBay, and I need a reason why to use up the denim. So I do try and like work like that when I can, because it is much more sustainable. So don't be wrong, this isn't perfect, you know, like my sewing, there is a few tucks in the top, but honestly I don't mind it. Like, it looks perfect, it looks like a really good bucket hat, and of course inside is fully lined, as you guys can see, and that is your completed bucket hat. So just put that on, and I am really happy. Give this a good press and I think it will be ready to go to a festival in. So I am really happy with that. It's like, the pattern I'm using is one I just bought off eBay, not eBay. I bought the pattern I'm using off Etsy, so I will link it down below. But yeah, I really love it, and as you can see there's like a seam from the jeans I cut out of. But yeah, I used a heavyweight interfacing, which I'm really happy I did, because it gives it a really nice shape. But that is how you make a fully lined bucket hat. The pattern I'm using does include sizes. I think it's from extra small to large. This is the large size, which fits me fine. The only thing I'm going to say is the next time I do make this, I am going to try and be more accurate with my cutting, just because it will be better then. But honestly, it is fine, like it is wearable. But if I were to ever sell bucket hats or anything, I would definitely want to be more accurate with my cutting. My sewing's pretty fine, but of course if you're not accurate with your cutting, it's going to affect like the sizing of the lining, and that's when you get tucks and things like that. But overall, I am really happy with this. So yeah, that is how you sew a fully complete and lined bucket hat. So this is the bucket hat we just made in the video. I think it's turned out really well. I am super happy with this. If you guys found this video helpful, please be sure to tag me in your posts on Instagram, where I can see the bucket hats you've made. And also be sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below again if it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and again, I really hope it did help some of you out. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I do think this is such an amazing project for beginner sewers, because it is such an easy thing to do, as you guys have probably figured out if you have followed this video. Before we end this video, I do want to say, if you're new around here, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if this video was helpful, and also let me know what videos you guys want me to do. I do have a lot of videos planned, but if you guys want me to do anything specific, please let me know down below, and I will 100% get that filmed and out there for you. This was such a fun make. And I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I will definitely be making more of these in the next few days for my friends and family over the summer. Again, if you guys do make them, please show me on Instagram. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.